Hey everybody, Pickle Gamer here, and I haven't made any videos in a little bit because I am under the weather. I'm on antibiotics, good old sinus infection. I didn't get the flu, thankfully, but I've been fighting this off, and it came back this whole weekend. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't do epically geeky. The Super Bowl came and went. Of course, I wouldn't even probably been able to do game ramblings. We did game ramblings last night. So, sorry about that. I'm putting out more videos, catching up. And we'll talk about this new game console coming out. Well, it should come out. It's prototyped, and Gamester81 talked about it. It's a retro system, so before we go start talking about Coleco Chameleon and everything, everybody's kind of said, no, this is not another Mike Kennedy special. It's a Retroblox, or Retroblox, Retroblox, excuse me, still stopped up, so I might talk weird. It's just retroblox.com, links below, also Gamester81's video. Basically, it's a modular HD retro console with CD capabilities like Sega CDs, a turbo graphics, super graphics, PlayStation 1, all this other stuff. And, I looked at it, we talked about it last night on Game Ramblings, and I'm not trying to be negative and I'm not trying to be positive, but I have two main big questions. One, is it needed? And two, being modular, will it be too expensive and even something that people want to buy? Because I've got a Super Retro Trio. I've got this bad boy, and I can turn right around and play Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, NES, all in one device. And I could put an adapter, put Famicom into it. PlayStation 1 stuff, they still play on PlayStation 3, so you got it out there. Now, of course, looking at it, they're going to do Sega CD, Mega Drive CD, Turbo Duo. Yeah, that stuff it's cool. But here's the thing about it. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not bashing this thing. Let me see if I can find that little bit about, what it does and how it does it. And we're all wondering, how does this thing work? And 1080p resolution, all this, and it's called hybrid emulation. I read this last night. Now let me say this. Retroblox features new patent pending technology called hybrid emulation, which allows for the direct hardware reading of specialized chips and mappers contained within historically difficult to emulate retro game cartridges. This means gamers get full hardware compatibility with every game in their classic game library and unparalleled performance to boot. If controller lag is your enemy, hybrid emulation technology also allows for the highest speed possible while using classic retro game controllers connected directly to the Retroblox element modules. Each one of those that click in there are called element modules. In this mode, you can obtain near lag-free speeds. They put a little disclaimer thing up there, and it is based on your HDTV. Some cheaper HDTVs, which are perfectly fine, nothing wrong with them, do have more lag. It's just depending on your HDTV. Allowing casual to competitive players to push their skills to new heights. And we don't know. It's trying to launch crowdfunding campaign to launch in April 2017. Of course, it better not be on Indiegogo. I'll just say this: I will pretty much be vocal against it. If you're going to have, Gamester81 said he's seen a prototype. Okay, if they have a real prototype, their asses better be on Kickstarter. I'm not backing it. I don't back Kickstarter stuff. I just am too skittish, especially a console again. I'm not doing it. We all think about the Retro VGS and Coleco Chameleon, Mike Kennedy special. We do. But it comes down to it. Is this thing going to be worth it? And two, is it even needed? I can play, half a dozen or more retro systems right now. And the clone system my wife got me 2 Christmases ago was $60. If this thing is close to $100 just to get into it, and each module, even if they're $30, $40, $50, you build up, that thing can cost hundreds of dollars. It's cool, but is it going to be worth it? Now, again, not bashing this thing. I don't know anything much about it. It's kind of just, it's out there, but it feels kind of not sketchy. It just feels a little bit of the unknown. I'm not going to make this video very long. It's a little over 5 minutes. But what do you think about it? I'll give you the links below. Let you look at the site. Games31's video. There's other people who've made videos about it. And I'm not bashing it. I just am kind of skittish. I think we all should be skittish. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Everything came up on the screen. Subscribe and share. So just let me know what you think in the comments below. So if it works well and it does succeed, I hope it does. But I don't want people to be, taken for a ride like we have been before. All right, everybody. PKO Gamer, out.